this was recorded earlier this morning, and so it is only live in that I'm showing it to you, but I have watched it, and I do know what happens, and that's why you're seeing it. So we're all just going to pretend like it's live. It's really only happened just a few hours ago, but I wanted to make sure that there wasn't going to be anything that would be too difficult for people to watch and for families to watch. And so there you have it. So that's where I've been all morning. That's where I've been all morning. Sneaky visit to Sky. That's why I did such a stealthy, sneaky visit to Sky. I was trying to be silent. Quite a morning. But so it's been quite a morning. But yeah, I think it's actually was a really good thing. You guys will appreciate that I pre-recorded it, because there are some moments when I was definitely on the edge of my seat. So I think that this was the way to go for this one. So anyway. Hopefully we'll see how this goes, and maybe it'll be a little less stressful and a little more I don't know what the word is, but anyway, no spoilers, no. So yeah, Savina was being a bit noisy earlier. Look at that belly. It's such a cute belly. You guys can't really see the chickens, but they're being really cute too. So so this is Savina's first time being a mom, which is always a little bit scary, even for the friendly rescue cats. Sometimes they just it's a shocking experience, and if they're scared or stressed, things can go wrong very quickly. And so I've been most anxious about Savina having her baby safely, because she was the one at the most risk. I think it's great for kids to watch this, because it's a great alternative to letting your own cats have kittens, and you get to witness all of the reality of the miracle of birth, plus why it's so important to spay and neuter. And in this case, it's I know the outcome, so I think if you're watching with your kids and you're having a conversation about cats and life and all that stuff, I think that's cool. That's actually one of the reasons I broadcast the births, to give people an alternative who want their kids to witness the miracle of birth. This is a much cleaner way for them to do it. Oh, how cute. you can see she's having pretty strong contractions. She's doing lots of grooming down there. This is what active labor looks like. Active labor begins when the first kitten's head enters the birth canal. And she does make little squeaks when she pushes really hard, so that's probably what you're hearing. Oh, I'm letting you attack my hand. I'm not supposed to do that. Oh, that's a good cat. This is the way you should do that. Really cute. This has not been edited, no. I don't think it matters really if it's live or recorded. We're just gonna pretend like it's live. For all intents and purposes, you're getting the same experience as live, except that I don't have to panic the whole time. You guys do though. It's only fair. No, I'm just kidding. And we also have some special guest commentators. Special guest commentators are going to help. So I'm speaking live. It is 3:31 p.m. kitten time. That's Pacific time. Sable's kittens are joining me because they need some socialization. They've had a big adventure the last couple of days. Holy moly. Things around here have been just crazy. I mean, crazy. I don't know if you guys have been watching all weekend, but holy moly. Trouble perpetrated by this one, and then by his little friends over here, and by his mom. So after we're done, I will post all the times and all the information there. So you guys will do that, but I don't think that's super important right now. But I will post all the info once everything's done. And then we'll have to figure out how to get her on a live cam. Oh, she's working so hard. So you can imagine how tough this would be for a first-time mom in the forest when she's got, predators walking by and hundreds of other cats around that are a threat to the kittens. And she's got to go find food, and it's pretty tough. Luckily, this is her first time and her last time, so she only has to go through it once. you can tell from her little squeak, it's hard work. Here, little scamp. Here, little scamp. So this is one of the reasons that we think spaying and neutering is so important. Because Savina came from a colony with more than 200 feral cats. Same place these little guys came from. And all the kittens born there, only 25% survive, but those 25% go on to have babies starting as early as 4 months old. So you can see how quickly the problem multiplies. And then only 1 in 12 kittens ever finds a home. So even if you let your cat have kittens and you find great homes for all those kittens, then that's taking homes away from rescued cats and kittens. So what I always tell people is, if you need a kitten fix, go to your local shelter and sign up to become a foster parent. And then you can have kittens around all the time. And then you're part of the solution. Look at you. So you can see she's still having strong contractions. Nothing has come out yet. The first one usually takes a little bit longer to come out because they have to get everything ready down there, pave the way for everyone else. So we like to see kittens come out within 20 minutes of active hard contractions, but it's not always how it goes. These are tough. Oh, you got it. This kitten action is live. Yes, I will post down below afterwards so that anyone can go back and watch. So if you have to step away, you won't miss the excitement. She's doing a really good job backing the blanket. That blanket spot is really clean. She's just having a dream right now. I can make the live kittens a bit bigger. I just don't want to block. The squeaking that you hear is Savina. Every time she has a contraction, she squeaks. So we have first baby out. the first baby has arrived. You can see she's trying to free him from the sack. Each kitten comes in their own individual sac with their own individual placenta. And so what she's doing now is clearing the sac. And clearing fluid from the face and the nose and mouth so that they can breathe, and just licking them to stimulate breathing and get them going. At this point, the placenta is still inside, so she'll need to do some more contractions to push out the placenta so the baby is still connected to her. So number one is a black kitten, gender unknown. But thank goodness you can see that her instincts are kicking in and she does know what to do, what she's supposed to be doing. She's a little bit more preoccupied with the blanket than she needs to be, but she's doing pretty well overall, considering. I can try to turn the sound up. That was an easy squeak. Alright, it should be a bit louder. It's probably because now I'm behind the camera, so the microphone is picking up. There's the tree action. Yeah. So she's still working on the first one, getting him cleaned off and dry. What are you looking at me? I just got hissed at. Trying to film me. You want some more snacks? How about some more snacks? Ooh, those are sure filled. Mmm. I'm gonna make you poop. Your sister's having quite the dream over there. So she's still working on Number 1 there, the placenta will be coming out soon. It may have just come out. So she'll cut the cord. You have to come into it. You have sniveling. Barty's bored with the whole thing. So number 1 is either all black or possibly it could be Tory, but I didn't see any obvious ginger in the mix. Oh, you're being so cute. In the corner, you're seeing Sable's kittens. Sable is very likely related to Savina. Hi. Oh, you're so cute. So these are probably little older cousins to the babies being born right now. These guys will be available for adoption in a couple weeks. So there you can see, the kitten moving a bit. Mom's gonna work on the blanket for a while now. So you can see there baby number 1 still attached. She's got to have some more contractions to get the placenta out. You can't find your brother. Oh. Here's some hard contractions coming. She's working hard. You can see how hard work it is. But she's luckily feels pretty safe in her nest. And she just needs to get that placenta out so that she can cut the cord. But first she needs to clean the blanket some more. Davina's licking the blanket because there's some birthing fluid on it, and in the wild she would have to be very careful not to leave any traces of birth behind because a predator could pick up the scent, and so that's why she's so focused on cleaning. I know it's hard to see, the dark colored, the black ones are so hard to see, especially it's hard to see them with the low lighting in there. You'll get a better look later. cute. Savina had the smallest belly out of anyone. So it will be interesting to compare the number of kittens she ends up having to the number Sable had and how big Sable's belly was. What? I'm turning off the heart in your snuggle, Mom. So number one kitten is doing fine, breathing, moving. You can see him or her still attached back there. So we're still waiting for Mom to get that placenta out. So she's still working on placenta for the first kitten. So let's keep in mind in the chat that this is about cats and kittens and spaying and neutering, and that let's just try to let the closed captioners do their thing so that the hearing impaired can hear. Keep in mind there are kids watching, so behave accordingly. Thank you. You'll get a good view of, she has some scarring from a corneal ulcer similar to what Sky has. You'll be able to see that when her face is up close to the camera. It's in her left eye, just a small opaque white spot close to her pupil. Her eyes look really good other than that though, and so I don't think it will affect her vision too much since she has two eyes, unlike Sky who only has the one. And if you're new here, these are rescue cats. They will all be spayed and neutered, and the kittens will be adopted into loving homes. The moms, we will see if they're open to socializing after they're spayed, but if not, they will be very happy returning to their friends and family in the forest where they came from. Feral cats are essentially wild animals in that they see us as predators and think that we're going to hurt them. And so for them, being forced to live with people is not always the kindest outcome for them. So we will let them tell us what they want to do, and if any of them have potential to be happy in a home, then we will definitely find them homes. But if not, then we feed the cats out in the forest daily. They have great shelter, and it's actually a pretty good life for them out there. So we're all about making the most compassionate outcome happen for each individual cat based on their individual needs. And so Savina has been our most fearful feral cat that we've had. We actually trapped her thinking, hoping that she was not pregnant and could just go for a spay, but we found out she was pregnant, and so we ended up, we wanted to be able to give the babies a chance, and so we fostered her, and she ended up doing really great. One of the things that we learned is that as you get to know each individual mom, you have to try to figure out what will make them feel the most safe and make them feel comfortable. And then as long as you can do that, then it greatly reduces the risk of something going wrong. I believe it's 4 o'clock. This day has been intense, man. Holy moly. So she's having contractions again. Taking a little break for some grooming. I noticed first thing this morning, because I've been checking on her every hour or two throughout the night, checking on all the moms actually, and these guys have also needed close monitoring with all the escapes and the shenanigans. So I've been checking very frequently through the night, and so I noticed first thing this morning that she was digging around in there and looking quite restless, and so then it was time to go. Yeah, this nest prototype is working really well. Neelix is slightly improved, but this one is much nicer than the Cabinet of Solitude because there's more space, and so as the kittens get bigger, even if she wants to keep them in there, they'll have at least enough room so I can put food in and maybe a tiny little box, and we won't have the same tornado situation that we have in the Cabinet of Solitude. I worry basically from the first minute to the last minute. So yeah, like, why is the placenta taking so long? Why is she pushing so hard to get the placenta going? All of these things. This is why it's nice that I know what's going to happen next, so I don't have to panic. And you guys don't have to panic. Yeah, there's always lots of panic when I watch. Yeah, there was definitely panic. There were some moments for sure. Nice to see you guys. You're so cute. More contractions. vaccinations. She had to work really hard. Really hard work to get these babies out. What are you doing, Lizzie? Maybe these kittens should all come snuggle with me in my lap. I think this is supposed to be socialization time. Who's jealous? So you can learn more about what we're doing with the feral cats at tinykittens.com/ferals. And you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/tinykittens, all one word. And on Twitter and Instagram, we're tinykittensHQ. What you doing, lasers? Ooh, lasers in the kibble corner. These kittens on my lap are from probably Savina's mom or cousin or aunt, Sable. They were born 4.5 weeks ago. Sable's also feral and making things difficult, but taking great care of her kittens. And these guys will be available for adoption very soon. Not very soon. A couple of weeks. So we're still at 1. And I believe the placenta is still inside. So the kitten, number 1, is still tethered to mom. Or I'm not sure if the placenta has come out because I got distracted by kittens. Okay, looks like number 1 looks like he's separated now. Yep, for sure separated. Look at the tail, so handsome or beautiful. I'm not going to go in and try to get genders or weigh them or anything like that. I'm going to try to wait as long as possible unless I have any concerns. Because Savina is very easy to stress out, very anxious, and I want her to be able to care for her babies. The placenta is attached to the kitten via the umbilical cord, and then the sac encloses the kitten. So the cord goes through the sac to the placenta, which is not enclosed in the sac. So Savina's a pretty small cat, so that's a pretty small kitten. I was expecting giant kittens from her, but nope. So that took quite a lot of effort for Mom to get the first kitten out and the first placenta out and separated, and now she's working on number 2 already. Don't let your kitten bit you. Kittens do have belly buttons, yep. You should be able to find your belly button on your cat. Just a little bald spot in the middle of their belly. Yes, that does not look like a, that kitten does not look premature. It's hard to tell on the camera, but I don't see anything that would make me concerned about kitten number 1. Oh, it's a hissing? We've got some hissing sound. Oh, bless you. Was that a sneeze or a spit? Are you raising tears? So you can see number 1 there, trying to make his way to the milk bar. Getting some bathing from mom. It's important to get them dried off and clean and warm and nursing. So some heavy contractions coming now, so kitten number 2 is on the way. Getting close. What? What? He's so ferocious. You with your little squeaks get me in trouble with your mom all the time. What? Do you have to poop? Here, come check out this. That's, if you have to poop, that's where you do it. So, baby number 2 is, the head just popped out. She needs to do one more push. One more big push. There. Baby number 2 is out. And is a ginger. You make it being so brave about being picked up after your big adventure yesterday. Oh, did you just hiss? Now Maisie just hissed at me for no reason. She's so fierce. So far we have 2 kittens. Black kitten is firstborn, and then we have a little ginger. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So interesting. So ferocious. So, you know, ideally, right now she would be licking the baby to get the baby breathing and whatnot, but I think she's working on the placenta. It gets pretty busy for them. It's not as ferocious when we do this, huh? Very ferocious. So we definitely, when we're watching this, we are looking intently for any sign of movement. But it is pretty common for the kittens to be just lay there kind of motionless while mom's working on various activities like cutting the cord. And so you can see that that placenta came out very quickly, and so that baby is now free. You know, again, ideally she would be attending to the baby right now and not just letting him lay there like that. But so if I was watching this live, I would definitely be pacing and tearing my hair out. But there we go. There we go. Oh no, we got a few licks from mom. But definitely has good vocal cords. I was watching this with Cassidy, and he was not impressed, so I had to mute it for this part. And then Mommy Savina decides that if they're noisy, you just smoosh them. Oh, so fierce. These kittens do look like they're smaller than the Yams, Sable's kittens, when they were born. They were a good size when they were born. Okay. You should trim your nails while we're here. There she goes. So we want to see them start making their way to the milk bar. Nursing will help stimulate more contractions and help with her milk production. It's really important that they nurse within, well, as quickly as possible after they're born. Mom will produce colostrum for the first 24 hours only, and that's where the kittens get their antibodies from. So, because we were able to vaccinate Savina, she should have some good antibodies to pass on to them, which we're hoping will reduce the severity of the upper respiratory infection that all these ferals get, that they bring with them. So they start making the white blood cells for their colostrum 3 weeks in advance. And so with Sable, we only had her about a week before she had her kittens. And so they didn't get as many antibodies from the vaccines, but they still got some. But Savina's kittens should get more, so hopefully they will be healthier as a result. Okay. But I can trim your nails now. We're having a potty cure while we watch. Good girl. Oh, she's good. Look. Ooh. Let's see, I may need to oops, where are you going? Chasing back there, and for what purpose? Oh, and noisy. Wait, noisy. So I don't know any genders. Won't know that until I can actually go see them, which I'm not sure when that opportunity will present itself, but I'll just have to figure it out. Ow! That was a very, very hard bite. See, that was a very hard feral kitten bite. We have to work on that. She's very scampy. This is why we have to do socialization with the feral kitten. So, let's see. Little snap. Ridiculous. I'm going to go check on the computer over there because it looks like the second half is encoding very slowly. We may have to have an intermission an intermission where we watch big kittens. I'm gonna go check on it. So you guys just entertain yourself with kittens for a minute. Kittens on live broadcast recorded first. Definitely some scampiness going on in here. So, where were we? So 2 kittens so far. The firstborn is black, second one is ginger. I won't know genders till I go in to check on them, and I don't know when that will be. Depends. What's that on you? You have stuff on you. So you can see both kittens are free from their placentas, which is good, but firstborn is latched on and the second one is not yet. So she's having more contractions. The second kitty is latched onto the fluff, the hind leg fluff. Someone drooled on you, didn't they? Someone slobbered on you. If you have to go potty, this is where you do it. You too, this is where you go to the bathroom. I'm multitasking right now with kittens. Oh. So if anyone is just tuning in, this is Selena. She is a feral cat rescued from a colony of more than 200 feral cats that we've been spaying and neutering. And when we trapped her, we were hoping that we got her early enough that she wasn't pregnant, and then we would have just sent her, we were planning to just send her for a spay. and then we discovered she was pregnant, so we wanted to give the babies a chance by fostering her and hoping that she would, that we could make a low enough stress environment where she would be comfortable. I've been concerned about Savina since day one because she was so fearful and panicky when we first trapped her. Her stress reaction was much more extreme than any of the other ones we've had so far, and so being that much more susceptible to stress makes her much higher risk, because risk complicates basically everything. It compromises immune systems, it makes them, stop delivery halfway through. Sometimes it can make them harm the babies, so it's really important to keep stress to a minimum for these feral moms. And so, fortunately, the nest prototype that she's in, she really liked, and she's been very comfortable in it. And so, being a first-time mom, she has additional risk factors. Oh my goodness, you're being ferocious. And so, there are lots of things that can go wrong in this scenario, and because she's feral and so scared, she thinks that I'm a predator and that I'm there to eat her or her babies, so I can't interfere during the birth. So if something were to go wrong, and I were to interfere, then the stress from that would cause additional complications. So it's a pretty stressful situation. Are you biting your sister's eyeball? That's how we get ulcers and injuries and stuff. Just give her kisses. That's nice. So anyway, so this is the one that I've been most worried about. But luckily, Savina, her instincts kicked in, and she knew what to do, and she's been doing a great job, and so oh, ferocious. So I think we're going to have a little intermission in about how far maybe about 10 minutes, because the second part of the birth is still encoding, and it's going very slowly. So, you guys might have to just watch Kittens full screen, or if Sky, we can go back to the Sky thing. Yeah, everyone can kind of take a break, get a snack, and then we'll do the second half. Listen to that ferocious Trudy. Toodles. So ferocious. We're going to try some more strange food here. Hi. You're so cute. Get him. She is in real time done having kittens. I wanted to make sure that all of them were healthy and there were no concerns before I started broadcasting. So, but I had to stop halfway through because of the file size. So, yeah, so the second part is like at 19%, and it needs to go to 100%, and it's moving slow. But I think it's moving slowly because the video is playing at the same time. So I think it will go faster once the video is done, once we're back on live feed. So, if anyone's just tuning in, you can find out more about our organization at tinykittens.com and more about our work with feral cats at tinykittens.com/ferals. These three little scamps were born 4.5 weeks ago. Their mommy is also feral, and she's probably related to Selena. So I think, let's see, do we have number 3 now? We're still on 2. I think we're still at 2. It's hard to tell though. Look at that little paw. That's pretty cute. So we have 3 working on the sac and the umbilical cord. So number 3 is Ginger. So far we have Black and 2 Gingers. Everyone fell asleep standing up. Are we boring you, Maisie? Are we boring you? 10 seconds intermission. 10 seconds, everybody. We'll switch over to the Sky toilet cam. There we go. There's Sky and her toilet. So Sky is a feral cat. Maybe I'll go do her eye meds now, and then I can tell you about Sky, who is a feral pregnant cat who is going blind. Alright, little yams, I'll be back in a minute. Little yams. Little yams.